When I told you it was like Orange is the New Black times 3. Hi guys, my name is Eugina and I just want to take the time to welcome you guys to my story. I was actually a correction officer at a women's state prison, one of the largest in the US, for 7 years. I supervised women from anywhere from the age, I think the youngest one was like 15, with sentences that either was 6 months or 3 to life. Three life sentences. I had inmates who had actually had 3 life sentences. It's amazing to me how working at a female's prison can change your life in so many levels. It is a place that's just pretty much designed to be a depressing situation. As an officer, I felt like I was in prison as well. From working 8-hour shifts to we were then forced to work 12-hour shifts. Even though it had some cons to it, but the pros was during these 7 years, I actually was able to really define my relationship with God. And working in a situation like that, it made me appreciate and value life a little bit more, and made me value like how precious life was. So fast forward all that, we're gonna go to 7 years. I had been praying and asking God to actually release me from this job. I was there and I was, doing a lot of things that God wanted me to do. Speaking life until I had the opportunity to be able to speak life and like plant seeds of positivity and just encourage the inmates that were there, which is in some way is none heard of. But I knew that that was something in building my relationship with God. I knew that was something that He wanted me to do. So for the first 5 years, well, let me back it up. The first couple of years, like I was like ready to go. Like I was ready to get up out of there because that is just, it kept like really taking a lot from me. So one of my spiritual mentors came to me and she was like, hey, look, God told me to tell you that if you leave this job right now, He knows that you're trying to leave. And if you leave right now, it's going to be the worst decision that you've ever made. So even though I really was just starting my relationship because there was something that I was looking for from God, I had enough sense to know that she knew better. Like I had enough sense to know, okay, I'm not going to leave this job just now. I'm going to stick it out. So as time went on, I began to actually increase in my relationship with God. I began to like really build a solid relationship with God. So in doing that, I was excited to share, and you have to water it down because you can't get personal with inmates. But I was excited to share and encourage the ladies that were around me, including some of the staff members. Like I had an opportunity to do that. So coming up on my 5th to 6th year, I was like, okay, God, I'm not feeling the same. Like I'm not hyped up. Like I'm not feeling the same about this job. And it's really starting to weigh in on me because I'm coming in here and I'm happy and I'm spreading so much joy and so much peace. And then the staff and then the institution, like the higher ups that we work for, they're making this place seem like it's hell. Like they're really giving me the business. Like the inmates, watching the inmates was better than dealing with the staff and the rules and regulations and the frequent policy changes. If you guys know anything about a prison, they're consistently inconsistent, especially the state prisons. Like they're consistently inconsistent and they shy away from the rules and regulations all the time. So it was starting to like really begin to weigh in on me, down on me. So at this time, I wasn't hearing anything from my spiritual mentor. I wasn't hearing anything in my prayer life, but I had also started a business. I had already put myself through school and I was like graduated, certified esthetician. And I was already like on my days off, I was working at a salon, like doing my thing. So I was like, look, God, I'm not hearing your voice. I'm really getting tired of coming in here every day and I feel outnumbered. I feel like my vibes, I feel like it's just being outweighed by all the chaos and drama that's going on with the prison itself and with the people that I work with. And I am tired. And he never answered. Like he never answered. He was still opening doors. He was still giving me opportunities to work and go to school. And I'll be more than happy to share that in another story. So I didn't hear anything and I kept telling people, guys, I'm not hearing God's voice. Like I'm not hearing anything. Like this is starting to get annoying. Like I'm asking him for something and I feel like he's ignoring me. So he he was just like, whatever, like, I've already told you what to do. I'm opening these doors. He was opening doors to prove to me that my prayers were answered, but I was looking at him to kind of like give me the answer in another way, just give me a solid you can go, and he did not do that. So last year, around about, I say 2015, I started having like these crazy back spasms and like these back issues, and I was like, kept going to the doctor, and they just kept giving me like muscle relaxers and kept like treating the problem. So I would take it, I would go and I would take it. Excuse me, guys, I talk with my hands a lot. I've noticed that. But I would just take them and I would go back to work. And I was just in so much pain. So finally, I was just like, I'm going to a chiropractor and I'm going to get my back checked out, because it's to the point where I can barely walk. And it just felt like I was aiding myself walking, but you got to play it out when you're at a prison, because you can't let the inmates see that you're hurt. So you got to boss up. Like, you got to go in there, because one opportunity to take you out, if they want to, they will. Trust me. So you have to be about that life when you're working at a prison. So anyhow, so I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me that pretty much my whole right side was twisted. I was not walking in pain. I was walking holding myself, because I was 1.5 inches shorter on my right hand side because of all the equipment that I wear, which is keys, handcuffs, mace, a body alarm. All of that on my small frame had actually twisted my body. So with that being said, and I know I didn't get to the rest of the story, but when my 4 months was up to return back to work, I decided not to. Alrighty guys, I hope my channel is encouraging you. I am super nervous. This is my first actual YouTube encouraging video. And if you have any questions, guys, my email, I'm going to leave it below in the comments, or you can actually leave your questions in the comments below, and we're going to move forward with this channel. Again, guys, you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.